Hey everyone, welcome to Kernels where we discuss short films. Today's short film is Don't Try Drugs Kids from 2024. It, based on YouTube, it came out like 4 to 5 months ago, and we're recording this on August 14, 2024. The director is, sorry in advance, I have a unique name. This is a unique name, but it's Wazikul Islam.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's
And
how you say it. Apologies if I said it incorrectly. But yeah, we'll get into it.
but this was cool. I feel like this is like the I say it all the time, like short films, and especially people that like put like these short films on YouTube, that make them specifically for YouTube. This shows how like in a great age that we live in right now, that like things are readily available to us and
Hmm.
everything, that like you can get something that looks beautiful and looks good from just taking random shots around New York City. And
Yeah.
granted, I guess it's because like the look that New York City gives you also. But
And
man,
then
it's
what they
like,
added to it too, like the messaging, because was there any, there was no dialogue. The dialogue was just messages back and
yeah,
forth.
it was basically the text messages, right? That
Yeah.
pop up on the screen.
Like I enjoyed that. I enjoyed watching that process, watching like the text messages going back and forth of like a conversation between two friends or classmates. And then the graphics they added once the drugs actually kicked in,
Yeah, like the
the hand and everything. That was all really cool.
yeah, I and like we were talking about, I wanted to ask you about like the like in the title of it says like don't try drugs or don't do drugs kids, and then it goes into like the director puts
Fuji,
in
yeah, Fuji
Fujifilm
X
and yeah.
XH2, and then the Black Magic Pocket Cinema.
So it kind of confirmed, because I was thinking like, yeah, with like free editing software out there, because like I think also DaVinci, if they're using a Black Magic device, which also
Hmm.
makes DaVinci, I'm assuming that they like probably are using DaVinci Resolve also to edit this video.
Yeah,
And I think there's also ways to kind of do graphics in there and stuff. So it's like you have like a one-stop shop of like
yeah,
everything. And really, like, granted, like in the grand scheme of things, like how expensive cameras can be, I think like once you buy one camera, you're like good for like a few years, right?
yeah, yeah. If you and the fact that they had two that they used is kind of crazy. But yeah, for most technology now, camera wise, you can get a decent enough camera for a decent price, and that can last you for a while,
Yeah,
and you can get
right.
some great shots.
And do whatever you want. Basically, you can
Yeah.
take photos, you can do video like this, you can
Hmm.
do like if we ever decided to like buy a camera to like record these podcasts, like we can do the same thing and everything.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's crazy that you can kind of have like this one minor investment, but then there's also this other free stuff that like assists you in that. We use
Yeah.
DaVinci to like edit these things, so it's amazing.
Yeah. Because you can even just use your cell phone. Like the way
Yeah,
the cell phone cameras are looking now, it's almost not fully comparable, but pretty close to comparable to low end DSLR or mirrorless camera.
and then you can also then again using the editing software, you can kind of add those filters,
Yeah.
you can kind of make it
Give it your
the
own
way
look.
you want it. Yeah,
Hmm.
give it the look that you're looking for, and especially for something that's like what this was like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think this is like a cool little project because it like totally means that you and I or
Could do this.
someone can just do this and
Hmm.
stuff. And but there was also good shots. I the one shot that I loved the most was when he's walking down the subway stairs and it's like kind of sideways. That's a cool shot. Like you can
Yeah.
tell it's like they had to do it real quick probably, like, or like they found when like no one's in the subway.
But yeah, I wonder. It's definitely run and gun guerrilla style filmmaking. Uh, but yeah, I wonder how they were able to kind of get all the shots they got in busy ass New York City.
Right? Like with like the minimal amount of people that you see around.
Hmm. Unless they were just up super early in the morning, like, all right, let's just knock this out before everybody wakes up and get what we
Yeah.
got to get.
Or you kind of like I think with the Times Square sequence, like they're angled up. So it's like, all right, there's people around you, but it's like, all right, like you kind of get an angle where it's just like the actor's face
Yeah.
only, and then sort of like it makes it more cinematic because you get to see more of the Times Square feeling and not just the mess of like hundreds of thousands of people walking around Times Square. I don't know. Is there anything else you liked about this in terms of like the texting and the way the dialogue? Granted, that's dialogue, right?
Yeah,
That's the
those
story.
those were the likes I had like as I was watching it. Like I put that in my notes of like really enjoying the use of text messaging back and forth to show dialogue between characters, and then
Mm.
the graphics, because that's something a lot of music videos have been doing as of late. But it's nice to see it in a short film.
That is true. Yeah, you do see it in like music videos and stuff. And granted, those things have now like a 4 minute music video has turned into like a 4 minute short film
Yeah,
nowadays. Is there anything wrong you see this or like I think this is like someone's
no,
like good attempt of like doing a short film for themselves, like
yeah,
doing something that like they're testing out their camera or they're testing out like just shooting someone in like in a guerrilla style, like you
yeah,
said, around
just
the
having
subway.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is one of the like we always talk about like would you want to see more. This is one of the ones that felt self-contained. Like it was nice
Mm-hmm.
to see this right now. What they gave us was great. I wouldn't want to see any like a prequel or a sequel to it. Like this was a good uh, bow on top of what we saw.
Yeah, and almost like I want to see more from the person that made this,
The
not
creator
necessarily the
itself,
story
yeah,
itself and everything. Yeah, because I think they kind of have like an ability to do more stories around either they probably live in New York or like travel to New York real quick and stuff and like, hey, we're gonna like do this and stuff.
yeah,
Now, like it's easy to recommend this because it's 4 minutes. Like,
yeah.
how hard is that? You can send it to somebody and they can watch it on their
Hey,
phone
check it
probably.
out real quick.
But again, do we just only recommend it to individuals that like, hey, I want to make a short film? You're like, here's a good example of like making a short film just around your city.
I think so. I think because of the subject matter, I would say yeah, and just how like the fact that they put, hey, these are the cameras we used, that would trigger somebody that is into or thinking of making a short film want to watch it. So I don't have any other ideas of people I would recommend this to. It was a fun watch for sure, but yeah, I don't have anyone in particular that'll be like, oh yeah, hey, you should check this out.
Yeah, I guess anybody that like is looking into buying the Fuji camera,
Yeah, or
like,
the black, yeah,
or the
or
Black
the black
Magic. It's
magic.
like you can't really distinguish as to like. I'm assuming you can't really distinguish like which one was filmed on what, like which
Yeah,
scenes and like what
maybe if you like
sequences.
looked really really hard, but yeah, just to like watch it like we did, nah.
Yeah, there's no way, but yeah, like if you're like trying to get proof that like, all right, this is a good investment, especially for someone that wants to do like low budget or like just their own kind of short films for themselves. This is a cool way to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but let us know in the comments below if you've watched the short film that we discussed today. Don't do drugs, kids. It came out 4 months ago, like Kai
hmm
said. We
between
will
four and
link
five, something like that.
4 and 5. We will link the short film in the description below and kind of like connect you with to watching it yourself. Let us know in the comments below if you liked it, disliked it, or what you thought about it. And please like and subscribe to Saturday Night Popcorn for more kernels like these.